Hey YouTubers, it's Mr. Zero's Terror Ride. I am Mr. Zero, clown, comic, and comic book fan, with my little buddy Chuckles, the clown. Hello. Um, just got my comic book collection back from my parents' house not too long ago and realized that it's in a sad shape. I need to take better care of my comics. But I thought while I'm out, have them out and looking at them, I'd share some of them with you. First one that I'm going to show you, I'm going to review. I better cue up the picture that I want to show you guys out here. It's really cool, in case you haven't seen it before. But remember when in movies and stuff, vampires were starting to get cool again, and it wasn't so romantic and beautiful vampires and their poor victims of circumstance. No, remember them when vampires were starting to become monsters again? Um, yeah, here's part of that. And then there's Twilight that ruined it. Yeah, well, here you go. 30 Days a Night comic book. Cost me $17.99. 2003. Check out the artwork on that. Isn't that just beautiful? Isn't that just Jim Dandy wonderful? That's just so. Look at that cover art there. You hungry? Yep. And now vampires are lame again. Vampires are lame thanks to teenagers. But now, most importantly, um, obviously, I think anyone that knows me is like, hey, he's a fan of clowns. Duh. That's why one of the reasons why I got into comic books was because of this fellow right here. If you're a fan of the Joker, you gotta have this book. I don't care what edition, I don't care what year published. This one was published in 88. I probably bought it in like 93, maybe as late as 95. I'm not absolutely sure. Mine is all yellowing. I have read this countless times. Countless times. This is the greatest Joker stories ever told. Starts off with some that are done by um, Bob Kane, Bill Finger the writer, Bob Kane the artist and creator of Batman, and Jerry Robinson. Bob Kane claims that he and Bill Finger came up with the Joker, and Jerry Robinson, all he did was bring in this card right here, the Joker card. Jerry Robinson says that they all three of them created the Joker. And I can see, like, you wouldn't want to say, oh, I didn't have anything to do with that. Joker was such a phenomenal character when they started with him that they wanted to use him as much as they could, and they used him an awful lot. Here's another one made by all those three guys. Yeah, and it starts off with the old and good ones, you know, Joker being a murderer and a dangerous feller. You have the original mystery of the Red Hood here, which is an unsolved mystery that Batman got some college kids to help him solve, and it turns out that the real Red Hood returns, and lo and behold, when they catch him, who is it? It's the Joker. And it was because he took a bath in a vat of chemicals that he became the Joker. And then it starts getting silly from there on out. For a little while, he worked with Lex Luthor, has a bet with Clayface, um, various other silly little things. And then it goes, you hit the 70s, and here we go. The Joker's five-way revenge starts getting dark again. Starts turning evil. He's killing people, getting revenge of former gang members. Um, there's a joke about the shark bit resembling him, which you'll see in the animated series. He references that in the Laughing Fish, and then also they have the actual two-part Laughing Fish story in here. They also have an edition of the actual Joker magazine, Joker versus the Creeper. Look up the Creeper. He seems like a really interesting character. The Mask comic books are kind of based on the Creeper. They got the idea of the mask from the Creeper a little bit. Um, Here we go. Yeah, laughing fish. Here, referenced right there. Joker, laughing fish. Yeah, classic. It's also that really excellent anime cartoon. There's also in here, starts off, he kills a family of about four at the beginning, four murders, the Norton family. That's referenced again, and here we go, Shadow of the Bat, 1995. Shadow of the Bat, the Joker. Excellent. I love this cover. This is like the saddest of my collection because it's really beat up. Um, this storyline, Joker's getting revenge on people that said he wasn't funny back when he was a failing. You can see him, failing comedian. Takes his chemical bath later and becomes the Joker. But here you go. In here, someone wants revenge on the Joker for killing the family. It's the Norton family, and I had no idea where this all came from. This Norton family thing. And Joker gets the upper hand anyway. Guy tries to kill him for killing the Norton family. It's the eldest son from the Norton family. Joker gets the upper hand. Another really good one. Adventures of Batman. Mad Love. Talks about how Joker and Harley Quinn get together. This is, of course, based on the animated series. Written by Paul Dini. And interestingly enough, it has like Frank Miller, Mark Hamill. They all give like their thumbs up for it. Mark Hamill, of course, does the voice of the Joker from the animated series. Even has a Penn Jillette has a quote on the back of here. John Goodman, since there talks about it, it's a nice romantic comedy comic. Here's an Elseworld one. Batman, Dark Joker, the Wild. Batman is a bat creature and Joker is an evil sorcerer. This is kind of a really key. I got this one for Christmas. I don't even know how much it cost my mom, but $10. My mom said she'd get it for me, but I could only get it on Christmas, so I had to wait till Christmas. This one's kind of violent and bloody. Joker goes around killing people. Has a whole bunch of demon creatures that are his servants. And of course, the Joker dies by the end because that's how it always goes. Another interesting thing is that playing the video game, there were a lot of characters that you learn about that I didn't know about. One of them was Hush. I've got Joker versus, I guess it's Hush. Pretty sure. Not absolutely sure. I don't understand this one. I have no reference for this one. This one came out in 2006, and I bought it because Joker was on the cover. I don't even know if I understood when I bought it what was going on. Here's a very important one, Alan Moore, The Killing Joke. This is the one where they reboot the story, the failed comedian story. He's a failed comedian, decides to join the Red Hood gang because he knows about this chemical place. They do flashbacks. Also, he shoots Barbara Gordon, damaging her spine, and she's becomes wheelchair bound and ends up becoming Oracle. There's a picture of the Penguin in it too. Penguin's in that. If you can see him. And yeah, you get the ever so very. I almost had this poster as a kid, where Joker becomes Joker for the first time. Good issue if you're a big Joker fan. Need to get. If you're an Alan Moore fan, need to get. What else have I got here? I'm almost done. It's only taken me 10 minutes. This is just a really fun one. I bought both parts of it. about both parts of this here. It's true. It's true. You're not just dreaming. The Joker's conjured up a demon. Joker gets into Satanism or something, or alchemy, becomes an alchemist, and conjures up a demon that he wants to use to get rid of Batman. And now, here's the most expensive single comic. It is in a sleeve. It has backing. This is the April 1993 issue number 491. Originally sold for $125. You can really see the inflation when you look at this. Doug Monch, I don't know how to pronounce his name. Jim Aparo probably did the art. Cost me $10 when I bought this. This is Joker breaking out with all the other inmates of Arkham Asylum, thanks to Bane. This is the one right before Nightfall. Let's see if we can get a good picture of Bane here. Yeah, there you go. There is Joker. I'm trying to. I can't see what I'm doing. There's Bane. Shooting off shoulder rocket there. Breaking all the inmates out. And this is the one right before the Nightfall series starts. And I paid $10 just to read this one. And then they came out with the whole collection in Night's Fall, Night's End series. And that's where it all started. We all know how it ended. It ended with Bruce Wayne getting his back broken by Bane, and Azrael, John Paul, I can't remember his full name. John Paul, was it Valley? But he becomes the Batman for a while, and that pissed a lot of fans off. There he is. He's talking with the Tim Drake Robin. He's wants to toughen up, become a better Batman. This has a really good one. Comic books. Yep, this is probably my crowning one. Probably the most expensive single comic book I own. Only worth, I think now it's only worth $10. Originally sold for $1.25. I paid $10 just to read it, just so I could read how it all started. Because at the time, probably this is in '93, so it might have been late '93, early '94. I just barely started getting into comic books. I was at a drugstore. They had a whole bunch of Batman comics, like 3 per pack. My dad bought me a whole a whole handful of these, and I think I had some double copies, but I got the big gist of what happened in the Nightfall series through those. And then, of course, you can go out and get the graphic novel that tells you everything that happens to Batman in the Nightfall and Night's End series. And I think there's some Crusade too, Knight's Crusade, that came after that with, as I said, John Paul Valley taking over the mantle of the Batman. But these are some of the highlights of my collection, and now that I have them out, I get to go back and read them. And then I have to take better care of them. I have to go out and buy some sleeves and backboards. But hey, I hope you enjoyed my little review of comic books. If you're here by now, you're probably either a huge comic book geek like me, or you really have nothing better to do. Get off my comic books, you evil cat. This cat likes to eat paper, so I have to watch her. Okay. So, so long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, good night, and communication. I'm pushing the button now. I'm pushing the button now. Nope. Now.